now we take Georgia, then we change America. And he's been clear about that change he wants to bring right here in Georgia. It's raising taxes on hard-working families in Georgia. It's crushing regulation. It's big government. It's open borders. It's
So that's the exciting Kelly Loeffler. She's in favor of the Abraham Accords, and she's 100% wrong on Palestine. The Abraham Accords are a joint statement between Israel, the United Arab Emirates, and the United States. And it was reached on August 13th, 2020. So she doesn't believe that there's an apartheid government. She doesn't believe there's a Palestinian occupation. She's an occupation denier. She hates the Palestinians. She thinks that this bullshit. She hates the Palestinians with a vengeance. Kelly Loeffler is a bad candidate. Georgia, do not vote for Kelly Loeffler. Now, here are the issues, okay? Raphael Warnock, he is pro-Planned Parenthood, pro-choice, pro-funding the police. Though she said that he was for defunding the police. So, I don't know. I hope he does question the police. He's no for private prisons. He wants election day. Well, the pro-funding the police, which, I don't know. We need police, but we need the police to be good, right? So, no private prisons, no election day holiday. Expand voting by mail. He's in favor of gay folks and gay marriage and gay rights. He's against taxes. He's against human trafficking. He wants to restore the Voting Rights Act. I don't know where he stands on the war on drugs and the Patriot Act and the Empire. He said that you can't serve both God and the military. That's something else that he's been attacked with. But Kelly Loeffler, she's an imperialist through and through. She's okay with war with Iran. She's okay with war with Palestine. She is a bulimic and culter. She's a psycho mannequin. She's in favor of the Second Amendment. That's good. She wants free speech on college campuses. She's also against human trafficking, too. She wants to lower national debt. These are all really good things. Now, she hates the Palestinians. She wants war with Iran. She's 100% votes with Donald Trump. She's a Donald Trump stooge through and through. And since she believes in the thin blue line, she believes that the cops, once they put on a badge and uniform, even though they're human and humans are prone to error, she's a fascist. She's 100% behind the cops, too. So she's a fascist. She's also anti-choice when it comes to abortion. And there's also, she likes to pal around with KKK terrorists. She's just got this penchant where she just keeps on palling around with KKK terrorists and taking pictures with them. I think there's been at least 2 or 3 times that she's, one guy 2 times in a row, after a span of several years. So the Abraham Accords, that's got to be a bad thing since Kelly Loeffler is in favor of it.
Defunded police, lockdowns, that's what they want to bring to Georgia. We've gotten the message out to Georgians that they have a fighter for them in Washington. I've committed. I will always be an outsized voice for Georgians in Washington. Look, I'm a business person. I'm not a politician. In fact, I moved to Georgia about 2 decades ago as a job seeker. I became a job creator right here in Georgia. I was blessed to live the American dream. That's what I'm fighting for every single Georgian. And that's what's on the ballot tomorrow, January 5th, Tuesday. This is why Georgians have to get out to vote. The American dream is on the ballot. That's what David Perdue and I are fighting for. The Democrats want to bring socialism to our country. They've been very clear. They want high taxes put on Georgians to fund big government, socialized health care, open borders. We have to hold the line here in Georgia. We are literally the firewall to stopping socialism.
They're not the firewall. She's making it sound way worse. The Democrats will barely have any power if they are able to get the 2 positions because it'll be 50-50. And it'll take Kamala Harris's tie-breaking vote in order to, for the Democrats to actually have power. So if the Democrats are in unison, you get them all together, but all you need is one to deflect, and then, that's all she wrote. They're not going to get the exact bill that they want. And so with the Republicans, they would have a solid Senate. It would actually be more even if the Democrats win the 2 seats because it's 50-50, and I am happy that, essentially the Democrats just have a tinge, tiny little itsy-bitsy little bit of, power, but it's not a ton of power, and it can, easily be thwarted. So that means that the Republicans will hold on to the Senate solidly. If they win these, it'll be 52-48. And if the Democrats win, it'll be 50-50, which is better. That's better. So the Republicans, they're not going to lose the country. They're going to just have a solid, one of the houses. So I don't know. I think it'd be better to have all the Democrats in control, so that way when they fail, then it's the Democrats' fault. You had the House, you had the Senate, you had the presidency. How did you fail? But then they could use it as a bulwark. Well, the Senate stopped us, and so that might stop the midterm. Everything's changed. Generally, in 2 years, you're going to have the midterm elections, which are going to be a bunch of Republicans, and the Republicans are going to take back the House. And so if they got the Senate, and then they take back the House, I don't know. Here's Raphael Warnock. Go ahead, preacher.
There is incredible energy on the ground. This past weekend, we moved from Savannah to Brunswick. Folks standing in the rain in Valdosta, pouring down rain in Albany. There is a movement. There are campaigns, and then there are movements. And there is this sense in Georgia that so much is at stake. We got to make sure that people have access to affordable health care. And that it's wrong to call people essential workers and not pay them an essential wage. So I'm grateful for the support that we have felt from labor, because you know that I will have your back in Washington. The wealthy and the well-connected have no shortage of representation. But ordinary people, struggling families, working families, need somebody in Washington, D.C. who will be thinking about them.